Yeah.
Yes, yes, 100%.
All right, I restarted both of them, even Studio and nada. Well, crapaholic. I tell you what we'll do then. We'll just go ahead and we'll just start another one. You know, like,
Says on,
and then we'll just let everybody know.
did you update? It said to update Zoom app required by February 4th. Did you update yours since then?
Yeah. Like I said, I just updated and restarted the computer before this happened, before tonight, because I wanted to make sure that nothing happened wrong. And here we go. Well,
And here we are.
shit. All right, let's go ahead and
This
just
is
go live on YouTube, see if it pops up automatically on YouTube. Just go to the channel stream and see if it pops up. And then we'll just let everybody know what the new stream is.
So are we gonna restart from a new link or?
Yeah, because it's not working. Let me see if live is starting. I don't even have a live show. There's nothing's even popping up.
Oh, wow.
What the hell's going on here?
You've been
Hope you didn't
banned.
get, what do you call it, hacked or something.
Did someone log out? Did you log out of your YouTube and someone log back in under a different username, or I don't know.
No, I'm logged in under what I always do. Like I said, I restart everything, but I don't even see the live stuff. What the hell?
I know my wife is saying something about on YouTube is asking for her to join the group. She's trying to watch the stream.
All right, I tell you what we could do is we'll just do a show here, not live, and we'll just upload it, you know, right after this.
Why don't you just back out of this and restart a new link and then send everybody the?
I just tried that. It's not doing anything. I mean, I can't do anything.
Let's see.
It's not sending the live stream anywhere.
Yeah, there's people in the chat. There's like 26
You see if it
people.
goes live on Facebook from here. I don't know.
And
what
it
the
just
hell's
says
going on.
waiting for Sean. Yeah, that's it.
Sean, is there a chance you could reboot your computer to log back in and we all still sit here?
All right, we can do that.
Let's try that real quick. We're only 9 minutes in. It's not that huge.
All right, as long as everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah, everyone's keeping in the chat. We're keeping everybody up to.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and leave, reboot. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Will, your host. Hey, wait a minute, Will. See if you can.
Am I host now?
Yeah, hold on. Let me cancel that. Let me just add you as the host, and see if you can stream to the live custom stream. Hold on. Make host. All right, change host. Will, go down there and
So it says recording at the top.
right. Then you go down to the bottom to the hamburger menu. When you click that, it should say record to live custom stream.
This meeting.
There you go.
There it goes. Unbelievable. If it wasn't for Will, this would not happen.
Welcome to Tuesday. Oh wait, it's Monday. Sorry. Go ahead.
It is going. All right. Wow. That was just crazy.
We made it.
Unbelievable. Glad we made it. Okay.
Here it goes.
All right.
Unbelievable.
I see
If it
people.
wasn't for Will, this would not happen.
And
Tuesday. Oh wait, it's
Who's doing that?
It is going. All right. Wow.
Mute,
That was
somebody
just
needs to
crazy.
mute your
We made
YouTube.
it.
Unbelievable. Glad we made it. Here it goes. All right. Unbelievable.
Nope.
People, if it wasn't for Will, this would not happen.
and
Jim,
Oh wait.
Jim,
Who's doing that?
Mute yourself real quick. Yeah, it's Jim.
Yeah,
You got-
I knew it was Jim.
Jim, you got to mute your YouTube. All right, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. My name is Sean Simons, also known as PPG Grandpa. Welcome to the show. Will, can you hand over the hosting thing real quick for me? We had to give Will the host, and he had to stream it from his. I don't know what happened. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
So just don't hit stop live stream.
I know, right?
All right, so where do I do that?
So go to participants down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then when you see all the participants on the right-hand side, click me, and then click the little menu button and say add host or give host permissions or something like that. Make host.
There you go.
Yay, I'm now, wow. Guys, I am so sorry. Welcome to the show. My name is Sean Simons, also known as PPG Grandpa. This is clearproptv.com. Also going to be runnintothesky.org nonprofit, which is really going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and run through this really quick. Sorry that this happened. James Bevel, he's going to be giving away some cool stuff. You can always find him over at PPG or jbppg.com. We also got Scuba Steve. He's going to be helping us in the background also. Linda Anderson, our PR girl from ParamountUSA.com with her pom-poms. Good to see you. Jim Senard from Canada A. The only guy I know that has maple syrup smelling money, and people actually ask him about it. Make sure you go over to carepp.com. He's our official sponsor. Will Fly also, glad that you're here, buddy. You'll be in the background helping us out, so make sure everybody says hello to Will Fly. David Proctor's in the background and just listening in. Tonight, our guest is Never Trust a Skinny Chef, Shane. Welcome to the show, buddy. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, sir. How you doing?
Doing absolutely fantastic. It's been a minute since you've been on the show, man.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Kind of miss it, actually.
You branched off, and now you're doing a Tuesday show over at ppgshane.com. Tell us a little bit about that. How'd you get into paramotoring? And then we'll start talking about your flying for Gage.
All right. So the Tuesday night show started just Will and Mark and myself wanting to just hang out on Tuesday night. And we decided we were going to do a show, and we just hang out, have fun, similar to what you do at a fly-in. At the time you're done flying, at the evening time, you just sit around a campfire and you talk about whatever. And that's pretty much what we do. Sometimes we have guests. Prefer not to have a guest. Not that we don't like guests. It's just it's stressful because if the guest doesn't show up, you've advertised it, what have you, and they don't show up, then what? So, and the other question, sorry, my memory's as long as my hair.
Oh, I was just going to say, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into paramotoring.
Okay, so about myself, I started paramotoring 3 years ago, over 3 years ago, and I went to Four Winds PPG, which is no longer a school, which is really sad because I thought it was a really great school. I don't know. I'm flown with Sean at the SIV, and that was interesting. Just for those who are on the panel, I have slept in the same room as two people on this panel, or with two people on this panel. I'll let you choose who that was. I don't really care.
One of them was me, and he kept me warm.
Hey, thanks for being a little spoon. I don't know.
Yeah, but what got you into paramotoring? Were you cooking like some ribs and
Nope.
saw a plane go by? I was like, man, I want to fly.
Nope.
What you got you into it?
So I was actually sitting on some property that I owned south of me, and it was nice and quiet. I was waiting for Bambi or Bambi's dad to walk by, and some guy flew over, and I don't even know what it was. So I actually went home, and this is how long ago it was. I went home and turned on the internet, which was dial-up. And this is no exaggeration. No kidding, my son was still in diapers, and Kaylee, I wasn't even, well, maybe she was born. It was a very long time ago. Anyways, I actually was looking into the fixed wing hang glider with the little single person fiberglass thing with a prop on the back. And years later, I mean, I'm a blue collar worker. I don't make a lot of money. So that was pretty much out of my price range. I went from having 2 kids of my own to 5 kids in a matter of just about a month and a half, with some family members that got their kids taken away. So money for me was, well, already spent. So anyways, years later, my wife said, if you really want to do this, then I can find a way. She found a way. I've been doing it ever since. It's kept me extremely happy, and I can't thank her enough for it.
Well, excellent. Yeah, you went to some SIV and we're in the same room sleeping with somebody. How did you like your SIV classes? I mean, how many did you go to, and what did you think about SIVs?
I've been to 2 SIVs, both with Andrew Fuller. The first one with you, Sean, was unbelievably exhausting. It doesn't make any sense. You're standing there, you run into the sky, and then you do your stuff and you come back and land. How hard is that, right? I think with you, I got 3 or 4 pulls, and they were like, "You ready to go again?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm exhausted." And I was supposed to go back the next day. I was like, that's not going to happen. Like, there was no way I could have done the next day, and I was going to be by myself, no other student in the class. So I opted out. I talked to Andrew. He said, "No problem." I said, "When you have a small class and you need an extra person, call me. I'll be there." And that's what I did. I went back. There was another I can't remember his name. He's actually an instructor, and I don't remember where he was from. Anyways, long story short, that was another exhausting day. It was awesome. I had a great time. And I learned a whole lot about my equipment, my gear, and what it can and can't do. So the 2 days that I went are 2 of the most important days of my flying career, because of what I've learned about my gear and what it can and can't do.
Would you recommend a SIV clinic for new pilots or advanced pilots, or what would you
So
suggest?
we have talked about this before, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know when is the right time to go to an SIV. I don't know. Sean, how long ago was it when I went to it?
I
with you?
went to the first one with you 6 months after flying. So I was a really new pilot, I think. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
No,
It was the second time I went with you.
yes.
The first time I went was 6 months after I started flying.
So about a year.
Hmm.
Yeah. Even then I felt not ready. So I always tell people this. So I got pulled up, never been in the air without, other than a tow, which is only 60 feet. Well, I pinned off at 4,500 feet, and that was just so shocking. And then we don't even spit on it. We literally just go ahead and grab all of your A lines on the left side and pull them down, and let's see what happens. Like, it was just straight into it. And for me, I don't, it's not a negative, but I was just shocked at how quickly we went into things. Like we're not going to warm up to this. It was straight, just grab all your A lines and pull your left side, do a 50% collapse, and then come out of it, do a right, come out of it. And then we're going to go into a full frontal collapse. I thought that was a little fast. I'm not really into going that quickly, but we went that quickly into it. And at any point, if I felt like I couldn't do it or didn't want to do it, that was fine. I just gave him the cue with the big ears or what have you, whatever the cue is for him on the ground, saying, "Oh, the student doesn't want to do this." I did it all, but absolutely scared the entire time. Full frontal, by the way, when you do it, you don't feel like you're falling. You are falling, but it's not like the coyote runs off the edge of the cliff and then drops. It wasn't like that at all. And it was probably one of my best days of flying, when the time I went with Sean. The second time, I just did spirals and made myself sick, and that was it.
That's because I wasn't there and we weren't hanging out. That's what it was.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. You weren't there, and I didn't have as much fun. So there is a similarity there.
Yep. Fun with grandpa. There we go. Funwithgrandpa.com. All right. So you've been to many different fly-ins. Is that correct? You've been to many different fly-ins. You got some really cool LZs where you live. Tell us about the fly-ins that you've went to and how you enjoyed those.
Okay, so I have been to some private ones, which has including Paramotor NC, Brian Waller, the bigger ones like Bad Apples, Dave Purdens, Easy Pace. Will, what else? What am I missing, Will?
Oh, Swanee.
Swanee. Oh my God, I forget that was the very first one I ever went to. I didn't fly at it, but I left school and literally left school that afternoon. I was at Swanee, Vale, North Carolina, Mountain City. Vale was awesome. I liked Vale. I wish that would come back. Dave Purdens by far is my favorite. I say that all the time because it truly is my favorite place to fly. The scenery, the field, everything is perfect to me. You can literally launch and in 5 minutes be into Kentucky and fly Kentucky in one flight and then back to Ohio. It's pretty awesome. You can fly for 30 minutes one direction and never once come across a road or anything else. It's all just farmland and there's mountains.
Oh, he's froze.
Oh, no.
But Angela was wondering if he got any video of his full frontal.
Oh, at the SIV. Gotcha. Okay. Shane, I hope you come back. There he is.
Oh, that was me. I just had a great speech and everything. You guys will never know what I said. That's a
No.
shame.
The last 10 minutes, so if you could repeat what you said.
we did have a question. Jim, what was the question?
Angela Preslick was wondering if you got any footage of your full frontal.
Oh, actually, there was quite a bit, but not enough to make a video. It all looked like this. I will reenact it because I was so scared. Anytime I hadn't even ever have taken a wingtip collapse. Now you're asking me to do a 50% collapse. So I immediately held my breath, made my head as red as it could, and pulled. And I didn't really add the first time. I didn't add opposite brake, and it kind of got into a little bit of a spiral and then came out of it. Everything was fine. Second time, same thing. Knew it wasn't going to be that bad, but my face was just beet red, and I did it. And then the full frontal, same thing. Face beet red, holding my breath, and I had a GoPro attached to my knee, and I'm looking down at the ground, looking up at the wing, looking down at the ground, and every time I looked back at the camera, my face was even redder. We're talking like not normal redness because I was holding my breath so bad, like I was just like, oh my God. But everything worked out great. It was an amazing trip for me. The first one was better than the second one. I was on a much larger wing. Not sure why, but I was, and I ended up in the water a couple times on takeoff, and so I had to wait for the wing to dry. There's only 2 of us students, so there was a lot of waiting for the wing to dry, kiting it on the island, and just it wasn't great. But I wouldn't not have. I took stuff away from that day. Mainly when you go into spirals, it's best to do 1 or 2 and then call it a day because that absolutely beat me. Am I frozen again?
No, we can hear you.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm about to yell at everybody. Get up. I'm just going to shut power off to that side of the house. Oh, you guys got me good on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody, no one said anything. I'm like, am I frozen again?
I was wondering, and it's probably worse for Shane than any of us, but when you're flying, do you have problems with sunburn, or I should say
No,
burn on top of your head? No.
I wear a helmet.
Well, you should wear a helmet. I'm just saying.
And I work outside, so I'm used to the sun.
Okay. Well, you're in a state where there's a lot of sun anyway, so okay.
There's a bit.
Yeah.
And we want to talk about the flying because I'm super excited about it.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and talk about your flying.
All right. So I want to first say and I don't know if Will was there yet, but 100% was not my idea. The park, Hardy Lakes County Park, in Florida, the park manager came up to me after we were setting up and getting the camper, everything ready to go. Came up and said, "Hey, do you guys ever do fly-ins or anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, we love fly-ins." He's like, "Would you be interested in doing one here?" And instantly, and I mean without even hesitation, all I could think of is this is how to keep my son's name alive. My son passed the cancer at the age of 19, and back in 2015. And for my wife and I, we do anything and everything to keep just his name alive, if you will. And we started one of, well, I shouldn't say we, one of his teachers back in junior high school started a college fund, Engage His Name. And that college fund has to do with sportsmanship, good personality, good morals. There's a whole video on it, and it just shows an all-around good student. And we are offering each year a $500 scholarship to that student. So once I got this idea to donate all of the money that is raised, now I've gotten quotes from anywhere from $800 to $1,000 for the liability insurance. So that, of course, is going to have to get paid through the pilot registration fees. Anything after that is going to go towards the students of the high school. So with that being said, if we raise $3,000, my goal is to do more than one student scholarship each year. So if this goes well this year, then this will be a Florida fly-in to look forward to each year. The LZ is absolutely huge. There's two of them actually, but the one in the back is the biggest. Well, you back me up on this. You've been there, you've flown the field. Is it or is it not at least 3 times larger than any other LZ you've flown out of for a fly-in?
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll probably get to this point, but it's not even the LZs that I think will make this an unbelievable fly-in. It's the fact that, the facilities are great. It's family friendly, you know what I mean? I mean, so there's stuff to do during the day. There's just it's a perfect spot for an LZ. Huge LZ, yeah, absolutely. Oh, of course, it's got plenty of stuff to fly around and see and explore. So, and they want us there.
Yes, they want us there. The manager came to me and asked if I would be interested in it. The guy has absolutely been hands-on with me since we started this. Since the guy asked me, I probably have over 150 hours of phone calls, being online, trying to figure things out to try to make this the best. The county park themselves are going to get all of the camping fees. Now there's 2 types of camping. You can do boondocking out back and then come up and use the shower house, outhouses, whatever. They have porta potties there. They have in the Will, can you drop the video link that has Hardy Lakes video from my page?
Yeah.
So there's men and women's, there's several different shower houses there. You can always tell when I get excited, I talk really fast. I apologize for that, but this event to me is very personal, and I just really want to help out a couple of high school kids each year, and I think this is a great way of doing it.
Shane, do you have a GoFundMe or something like that that's set up right now to help you with donations for Flight for Gage?
Not right this second. We are actually hoping to set up a 501c after this is over and done with. As of right now, what we're doing is, so last year we did the college scholarship. We raised enough money. We actually raised more money than we needed. The problem is this year, we didn't raise enough. We're $250 shy. Will and I talked, we decided not to do it this year. One, I didn't want to ask anybody for any donations. It, to me, I can skip a year because I have a bigger plan than for just this year. I talked to my wife, she seemed very disappointed in it, but in the long run, I can skip a year and do 15 years, or I can do this year and only do 4 or 5 years. Meaning, if I don't want to ask people for money, I would rather give them something, aka a fly-in, and let everyone have fun, knowing that their money for the pilot fee, which is $50 per pilot, is going to a good cause. Uh-oh.
Sounds good.
Oh, I was wondering what happened. I was like, man, my computer is screwing up again. All right, so this is the beginning of the park. So once, hopefully you won't run into a line of people like this, or maybe, I mean, if it's all paramotor pilots, that's awesome. But anyways, when you first come in, this is the gate. There's this building here to the left.
What's the name of the park again?
Hardy Lakes County Park. If you're camping for the fly-in, you're going to come into this door. If you are boondocking, it's $10 a night. You will pay the park in this room here. If you are camping with power, water and electric, then you're going to pay the it's under $28 a night, which is an awesome deal. And I had to speed this up 4 times because if I didn't, the video was going to take, I think, 45 minutes, and it's just me rolling through the park. The park is absolutely huge. So the first LZ, which I accidentally named LZ1. This is not LZ1, it's LZ2. But I'm kind of showing here the power lines. There are some power lines. This is not we're going to have it all printed out to where there is and isn't flying, because there are a couple of power lines in this park and we want to keep everybody safe and not have any mistakes. But Will, what are you doing to me?
Sorry, man. There, is that better?
That looks great.
Okay, so you know what? I don't know if anyone caught that, but it's 2 miles. That's how big this place is. And so
Yes.
that road is incredibly smooth. I mean, it's just such a well-maintained park.
So they're actually going to bring in food trucks, bounce houses, and all kind of stuff for kids and for adults. So they're wanting to bring in more revenue for this park. This park right now is looking at $300 a month for the month of June is what they're estimated to bring in. We could literally, for the park alone, bring in $3,000 to $4,000, which is for a business. When you're only going to be making 300 and you can do this and make 3,000 or 4,000, it's a benefit to them. And it's a benefit for all of us. One, we get to fly at a great new LZ, and it helps out kids that are going to college that have good morals and have been nominated by the teachers. This is LZ1, it's really LZ2. Sorry. I didn't catch that.
What is that right there?
This is LZ2. This is the one right up front. So they're going to have all the food trucks and everything right there. You can come in, they're going to have tables and chairs for everybody to sit. So that whole field right there, which is probably 2 football fields, long and wide. It's huge. It's absolutely that one there. And they're actually going to have it fenced off or ribboned off so that paramotor pilots can literally come in and do foot drags, do acro, whatever they want in this little area, that we're not flying over people and it's safe for that. It's
So this is this number 2 here?
yes, this is number 2.
Is that water like,
That's a lake.
is a lake? Okay,
Yes.
I want to know. Thanks.
That was Will that just went by in the short bus. I don't know if you guys saw that. So this whole area here is going to be lined up with tables for everybody to eat and drink. They're going to have food trucks. There is going to be some cooking on my part, but not so much by my hands. I'm not going to have time to deal with anything other than deal with the safety and make sure everybody does and knows what to do for each day. So I'll have a fly-in that I'm not going to fly in. That's awesome. So anyways, once you leave the pavilion, you're going to continue down this road. You're going to make a left. Actually, I found this park after Wauchula had their poker run. Rick Davies had his poker run. And my wife and I have been coming back to this. I've been flying out of here for almost 3 years. And they absolutely love it. All the campers think it's amazing. I don't water foot drag because you guys seen that happen before. I don't do too good. I end up standing in the water. So this just shows the campsite numbers and stuff. You're going to stay to the left when the road forks right here.
Man, there's a lot of work that's going into this, Shane. A lot of moving parts to a fly-in. So thank you.
Well, we had to get, Will, which is the manager of the park, had to get commissioners involved, the city manager, a whole bunch of people involved to get this all. This is one of the bathhouses here. And right there at the right of the screen is the dump station. So if you do bring a camper, you do have dump stations. If you choose to be out back with generators, and you can get water here, you can get, you can dump your black tanks, gray tanks, what have you. And we just keep on going down.
Is that the dump station right here?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Not the blue thing, but where the sign is.
Okay.
Also, guys, if you're curious to see the Facebook page that is Flight for Gage, the link is down below in the description. So you can
Now,
click that.
I went into the men's bathroom just to kind of show you what it looks like. I started to go into the women's bathroom and somebody screamed and I ran out. It's fine, but there's no video of that.
With the camera.
With the camera. Creeper. Actually, I sent Krista in and she got really involved with the photo. I was just like, or with the video, I was like, why are you going like towards the toilet? Like she was like showing almost in the toilet. I'm like, what? So if you get ready to pause, Will, right, keep going, right about here, a little bit further, right here. So right to the left here is where there's going to be a tent. I'm going to have it all signages and everything. The registration tent is going to be in that field right there. So when you come in, the park is already going to know where the registration is going to be. There'll be signs. You can't miss it. I literally will draw arrows to registration. You're going to come in, register. You're going to get a band. And if you're camping, you're more than welcome to turn to the right and find your campsite. If you're camping out, if you're camping with power, you're going to make a right. If you're camping to boondock, you're going to keep going straight. We'll keep going.
Well, okay, so these all to the right here, all of that, they have hookups, right?
Correct. That's water and power. There is no sewer hookups, but there is a dump station. So that's that. So right there is going.
That's where the
No, but it's going to be right up here. Keep going. Yep, right in that big field right there. So there'll be a tent and everything set up, and you're good to go. You can register and then make a right if you got power. If you're going to boondock out back, you're going to keep going. Again, this is 4 times the speed. Yes, and I'm doing 10 miles an hour on the Segway. Just say, and I'm not walking this because, well, you guys have seen me. I'm not walking that far.
Yeah.
So anyways, the road's going to do another Y up here. You're going to stay to the right. If you accidentally go to the left, you'll just circle back around, but it's a little bit bumpier. This road here is well maintained. So down this straightaway here, or this road, does have a power line on the right-hand side of it. You do not want to try to dip down into this because the power lines that are on the right will eventually cut across.
right here.
No, not yet. Keep going. It's coming. I actually show it in the video, kind of giving everybody some kind of clue about power lines that are in the area. Keep going. All the power lines are on the right-hand side until you get to the opening. As soon as it goes to the opening, you'll see the power lines right there. That, oh, keep going. See that power line in the opening right there? That is actually going left to right on the screen. And then it goes down to the right along the tree line. That is literally the only power lines you have to worry about, because this is the LZ out back. This is LZ1.
Right there. But I mean, you know what? I mean, there's trees and everything else right there too, so you
Yeah.
should.
If you go a little bit further, I'll show the power lines going down the tree line. And the power lines are almost right up against the trees. So if you fly into the power lines, you're going to fly literally into trees as well.
Mhm.
So this is the LZ, and I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking, why I didn't turn the camera to the side more, but here is roughly about a football field length. You get to the other side of trees is another football field length, including width. It gets a little narrower up here, but we're going to park campers all along the road, far enough off of the road that it's not going to impede traffic, and you can walk around your camper or what have you. So you could literally do bumper to bumper campers, probably 400 of them, if you did them front to, nose to butt. And then this is the only narrowest spot. It's still about 100 yards wide from the edge of the road to the tree line coming up.
Even that's plenty of room to launch, you know.
Correct. And we're still going. We still have another 1,000 yards to go.
That is incredible.
This is all ours for the flying. And
It actually looks like it's going to be bigger than Bad Apples.
this
Oh, it's way
Did-
bigger than that.
so there is potential for this to be very much a #1 Florida fly-in. Between the accommodations from the county, what they're doing, they're actually paying for paramedics to be on scene. So there will be a ambulance and paramedics on scene 2.5 hours in the morning and 2.5 hours in the afternoon. We will have sheriff's department out there to patrol at nighttime to make sure gear that's sitting out is kept an eye on. They're going above and beyond. Truthfully, they want to bring in as much revenue for the park, and they want to help.
I
There-
mean, from what I'm seeing, because most of these fly-ins, from what I've seen, they have like one LZ where you take off and then you land and they try and coordinate everything. That's so big, you literally could have one whole area for takeoffs and another entire area for landings.
Yep. So the LZ up front, which I accidentally named LZ1, should be 2. I'm hoping if there's someone who just left school and really had to come, would use that field up front, because it won't be as busy. Now, a lot of us, I don't know if you guys remember your first time taking off in a very busy LZ, it's nerve-wracking. And most of the screw ups, and when I say screw ups, I mean not proper inflations or what have you. It's really just it has to do with nerves. The pilot not checking something, not doing this because they're so worried about everybody. If you want, you can go up front and launch from there. We're going to have Air Boss up front to deal with that. We're going to have several out back to help control air traffic. And my biggest thing is to make this as safe as possible so that we can come back next year and the year after and so on and so forth. That's all I care about, is everyone having fun, it being a fair price, and just everyone have fun. And let's help out the park. Let's help out the kids for their college. $500 doesn't seem like much, but for a kid who doesn't have a lot of money, having to pay for that first year of ridiculous classes that they make you pay, or to pay for their books, it's a huge help.
Hey, Shane, there's arguably the third runway, and that's the one in the back there. That's cross.
It's all attached, so we're gonna keep moving. We still got another 1,000 yards to go. And if you think I'm kidding, just keep watching. I'm going 10 miles an hour this is regular speed, by the way. So if you do the math on it, it's 10 miles an hour and we got to go all the way to those tree lines in the back, that tree line in the back there. This is absolutely freaking the hugest LZ I've ever flown through.
It looks absolutely amazing. Shane, that we are a nonprofit, right? Run Into the Sky is a nonprofit organization. We
Yes.
just got our Cash App, and it's Cash App $ Run Into the Sky. Anybody that wants to donate to help Shane's stuff, if you Cash App that to Run Into the Sky, that goes directly to the nonprofit. We will send that for Shane to him. So there's a way of doing that. If you want to help out, you're more than welcome to. The link's down below in the description, and we also put it in the super chat. It's the Cash App $ Run Into the Sky.
All right. Thank you for that, Sean. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, I get easily distracted. And the LZ is still going, just so you know. We're still going. You're talking 2 miles to the back and then whatever this is. So, all right. Sorry, I should have cut that out. But anyways, so you got to that tree line right there. So, and it actually goes around, but we're going to limit that so that we don't get any people.
James has got a good question. He's asking, do you have any kind of pilot pre-registration so we'll know what kind of turnout you're going to have?
So right now, all I have on there, so I'll be perfectly honest with you. When I first started this, the park manager came to me, wanted to do this. I was so excited. I posted it, and we didn't have, you guys can hate on me for this or whatever. I was really excited. We didn't have 100% go ahead at the time when I posted that. We do now. We have the 100% go ahead. Everything has been finalized. The commissioner was the last person to finalize it, and it is
That's
a
awesome.
go. It is 100% a go. They are actually putting in $3,500 to cover the porta potties for us out back, the fire department, which is also the ambulance on staff, the sheriff's department, and a few things for up front like steaks and ribbon and stuff. So they're covering all that just to get this going. Next year,
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, they have gone above and beyond. I literally was setting my camper up when this guy walked up and he was like, I've been waiting on one of you guys to show up. I want to do this. And I started showing him videos and showing him all the people. And he's like, we got to do this. I'm like, great, but I only want to do it if I can send the money to the high school for college student or for students going to college. And he found that to be admirable. And everyone that he told in the county, all the way up to the commissioner, that's all they want to do now is help us get it out there and make this a huge event.
I wish I could go, Shane. I'll be on a cruise, actually getting off of a cruise. So I really wish that I was able to go. I will go next year for sure.
Well,
Absolutely.
as long as this year turns out safe and everything's good, then I'm actually covering the liability insurance first, and then they're secondary on the liability insurance. They're even putting that out for us.
Wow.
Like this is a golden opportunity for my wife and I to keep my son's name alive. So we named it Fly It for Gage. Actually, Brian Haybell Waller came up with the name, and we just went with it. It's what it is from now on. So it'll never change as long as I'm alive.
It sounds like an awesome, awesome event. I'm so sad that I won't be able to go.
Oh yeah. Angela wants to know what my shirt says. So in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, we have some really good friends there. And when we were there visiting not too long ago, I got I don't know if you can see it.
One pint at a time. I support Wisconsin. One pint at a time.
Anybody knows anything about Wisconsin, them people can drink. Their motto is you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's true, and they got some pretty good cheese too.
Yes, actually,
Jim, technically you could make it because you went from Canada all down the west side of the US. Now you need to go down the east side of the US, just, to complete things.
Exactly. Bring some maple syrup smelling money so everybody
Oh,
can
yeah, we need
see
some.
the East Coast.
Sounds like a great idea. I'll start tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, get started early because it may take a minute.
oh, I did want to point out this year, if you're a vendor, you got a school, you want to advertise, what have you, at this flying this year, it's absolutely free. I just need you to let me know who is coming. The pilot, anybody flying is still going to have to pay for a pilot's fee. But if you come this year to show support as a vendor, next year, if this event turns into something bigger and better, there will be a discount price for vendors next year as a thank you for showing your support for the second year.
Cool.
What else we got? What is there to do when you fly around there? What's there to see?
Well, I mean, by the way, I still haven't seen one single hog. All right, I know.
I don't know
I have
how.
not seen one. I don't know. I've seen
I-
tons and tons and tons of alligators. But
I lost 2 sets of shoes counting hogs while flying.
see one single hog. But
Deer, alligators. What do you see more of? Hogs, deer, or alligators?
alligators.
Freaking hundreds of alligators.
Yep. Don't foot drag the water.
If you go to flying, or was it flying and smoking a turkey or something like that, on my channel, I actually fly. They have a power plant that has water. They suck in water to cool down the reactor or whatever, and then it spits out the warm water. That lake in that video on film, you can count over 60 alligators. That's not including the alligators that ducked down before it got into camera frame.
Yeah, the ones you can't see. That's right.
Yeah, it is redonkulous. And we're talking some dinosaurs up to 13, 14 feet. I'm from Florida. I've seen plenty of alligators. There are clearly 13, 14-foot alligators you can fly near. You don't want to fly too close, but I mean, there's that. There is a, once you get above the tree line on the LZ, you look out, and I don't know which direction it is, maybe east. There is a huge white mining hill of some sort. I'm guessing lime rock. I don't know. When you're flying that way, you will fly a great distance, 30 minutes of nothing but sawgrass. It's about waist to chest high. And you will fly for 30 minutes and you will see nothing else but that. If you fly to the north, I think it is, we all flew it with Ben and everybody. There is this big dike in a swampland. It's absolutely gorgeous. You will see more wildlife in this surrounding area. There is a prison, and I'm not going to tell you what direction it is because I'm not 100% sure where it's at. It will be mapped out. There is a prison roughly 10 or 13 miles from the camp that clearly is a no-fly zone. Outside of that, there is no other fly zone. There's no house. There's maybe 5 houses within a 5-mile radius of this place. It's desolate. There will be I will have my phone number. The sheriff's department do have access to airboats, swamp buggies, all kind of things for those who land out in places that they're not going to be able to walk out of. FYI, that's grassland. Just understand you're not walking out of there with anything else other than yourself. So you're going to be leaving your gear behind. So you're going to need to make sure you have contact information and hopefully you got, tracking on your phone, what have you. But the sheriff's department is prepared to go retrieve us out of pastures. There are some farms around. So if you land in a pasture and farmers all know the sheriff's department knows all the farmers, so they can get through gates, come get us and bring us back.
Yeah, I wanted to say something else about that, Shane. I mean, as we, flew, was it twice? I think I flew twice. Well, I don't know. I flew one long flight, at least twice, but never ever. I'm not the real adventurous type, so I don't like, going out and looking for wildlife and stuff like that. I kind of like to hang out where I can land if I have to and safely, not in water, all that stuff, I mean, I'm just kind of conservative that way.
You and me both.
Yeah, so don't think that it's just nothing but swamp around there. I mean,
No,
if you want to just
no.
fly around land, there's plenty of land to fly around, plenty of water to lakes and stuff it's just, man, I can just imagine some of those lakes and having just freaking paramotors circling one
Yep.
after the other, like a train, staggered. Man, that's gonna be beautiful.
There is there's two lakes, and right in front of there is camping right on one of the lakes. And every year that I've flown there, every time I've gone there and flew there, Smart Car Brian loves to water foot drag right there in front of the campers in the water. And those people think this is the greatest thing ever. That's another way to get more people involved in this sport as well. Of course, the campground itself, as we all know, cannot fly over congestion. So we're going to have to keep that on in the back of our minds, not to fly over the campground. I'm hoping to get some marker paint and maybe put big X's or flag and ribbon tape off the fields that we're not supposed to fly in, because there are up by the bathhouse where I showed you in the video, there are two power lines that run across there. Both, actually, I'm not even going to give them their names, but two different times, two different pilots said, "Hey, why don't we launch from right here?" I go, "Because of that power line." They go, "I never saw it." And they were standing in the field. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on making sure what are you doing?
I was trying to find where the park was.
Type in 5502 Bowling. Let me move my head. Is it on there? Oh, am I still on the way?
Bowling Green Road.
I think so, yeah.
Oops. Okay. This must be it.
Where are we at?
Let me turn on.
Yeah, throw it. Yeah, satellite. view.
Satellite.
It makes more sense. So here's the town. So it must have a Walmart close by.
Oh, no, go up. The
Up.
Walmart is 22 or 23 minutes away. So it's Robert. Hold on. It's 5200. Give me 1 second. I will find it right now for you.
And Will, for us people that are just looking at that thing in the top right, can you hit no thanks?
Oh, yeah, you don't like seeing that?
No, I don't know why. My eyes were just focusing right on that. I couldn't see
Hey.
anything else.
It's 5502 Ollie Roberts Road.
There it is.
Sorry.
Wow, really off to the side.
Okay. So Will, move, all right, move your cursor to the crossroad there for the entrance. Right. Stop moving your mouse so fast. Come down. Where's your mouse? Oh, all right, come up a little bit to that crossroad right there. That is the entrance to the park. You see lake number 1 off to the right there. Now scroll up, Will. That Hardy Lakes County Park, that building right there, that is LZ number 1. Right, or LZ number 2, sorry. I that's why I screwed it up in the first place. And that is a bathroom right there. Well, we're right above Will's cursor. And then if you continue go up, this is the lake. You'll see the road right there goes right along the lake right there. The road goes along the lake. Those are campers all parked right there. FYI, they like water foot drags, just so you know. So keep going up. Keep going up. That's the LZ right there at the end of that white line right there. Yep. That whole thing right there.
Can you zoom out, Will, and show us that entire area from that LZ all the way from the entrance?
Yeah. Do you see? So you got the power plant, And that's really the only big building around. Everything else is,
Entrance.
oh, the entrance, where's your cursor at? You see where it says Fort Green? Go
Yeah.
go straight up. All right,
Oh,
go
okay.
to, I'm sorry, go to the left, left, right. Keep going, left, right there. That's the
Okay.
entrance. What are we for map marker? Like how many miles per 1 inch or whatever?
2,000 feet per inch. So just call it a half a mile. Does that sound right? 2,000 feet.
That's like 2
Yeah,
miles.
2,000 feet an inch.
So it's like,
A little less than a half a mile.
so that whole area is like 2 miles then from entrance all the way to the LZ.
Yes, yes, to the back
Wow.
LZ is
Yeah,
2
yeah,
miles.
from the park. That's right.
So the prison is more to the bottom right, if you will, somewhere that way.
I'll look for it, but see, I wanted that, this is kind of what I wanted to show. Look at all the land that is around. There's plenty of fields, to tool around. It's not all about swamp and stuff. So it's got a little bit of everything, whatever you're looking for.
There's no ceiling. There's no restricted area.
Hardy Work Camp, that's not a prison. I'm just wondering.
Kind of sounds like one.
I
It
mean, yeah,
sounds
'cause it
like
says
one.
Work camp.
Yeah. That kind of sounds
Oh,
like
wait, what's it say? Children, what does it say?
children. It's
Children's
Hardy's
camp.
work camp, children's camp.
Listen,
So you can learn how to work at Hardee's when you grow up.
That's a child labor, whatever. I don't
that's
know.
exact. There's a bunch of little kids in there making iPhones right now. Just mind your business.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sure you'll have all the stuff mapped out.
Yes.
Prisons and stuff.
Yeah. See, I think it's even.
Oh, here,
further.
correctional institution. That sounds kind of prison-ish. Right
Yeah.
here.
I cannot remember. I seen it on my. Yeah, that's it.
Why did they put it right next to the kids' work camp? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Weird.
But yeah, it's quite a bit of ways from there. But I mean, if you're doing a 45-minute flight away from the park, you're more than. Actually, it doesn't even look that far, does it, Will? Right there's Hardy Lakes County Park. So it's off of 60. What is that? 62?
Yeah, 52.
52. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 52.
But look at that area. I mean, if you keep zooming out, you can literally fly. That golf course, we've flown that golf course. And can you find Wauchula Airport? You can fly from Hardy Lakes to Wauchula Airport and back. It's I think maybe 25-minute flight each way.
All right, so it's due south, it looks like.
Well, that must mean gorillas coming if you're literally that close to Wauchula, I would assume.
Yep.
I will tell you what kind of guy Rick Davies is. As soon as I posted that, he called me and said, whatever you need, I'm there.
Okay.
As soon as he found out what the event was for, the benefits to it, he wanted to know what he could donate, what monies to give, blah, blah, blah. So
So up here is the county park. And down here is Wauchula Airport.
and look how congested it is to fly from there to there. Oh, wait, there's nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work to fly over.
You're gonna have to try to fly over something congested. This whole area is like that. I mean, there are so many interesting things to see. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's not as pretty as Dave Purdon's. There's no real mountains or what have you, but it's true Florida. This is a
Yeah, but the pretty is good, but interesting counts too. You know what I mean? And
Right.
just it's got a mix of stuff, and just an awesome place to fly.
So if you're camping with water and power and you have a truck or whatever, you take your gear out back, it's roughly a 5 to 8 minute drive because you do have to do 10 miles an hour in the park. I will tell you, they do not and they will not allow alcohol in the park. With that being said, I'm not trying to BS anybody. What I was told is they do not want to see anybody drinking alcohol. Do not want to see anyone drinking alcohol. So everybody understand?
Understood. Understood.
Okay. So if you got a can koozie, you got something in a cup, they don't give a crap. If they see you with it and you're not being a jerk, they're going to tell you dump it out and that's the end of it. if you're being a jerk and they can tell you're drinking, they're gonna ask you to leave. That's not on me. I am partnering with the county park, but we have to follow their rules. So how many times have I been to that park? A bunch. How many times have I had some beverages there? A bunch. Have I ever got in trouble? Nope. Have they ever seen anything? Nope. Moving on. So act right and it'll all be good.
James was asking about the fees. Did we
It's,
cover?
and it's gonna be $50 a pilot. Camping, if you're boondocking out back on the big LZ number one Outback, it's $10 a night. All the camping fees goes to the park. So when you come in at the gate, you're gonna tell them you're there for the fly-in. You go in. If it's Wednesday, you're gonna pay for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're leaving Sunday. If you want to stay later, you're gonna have to get power after Sunday because they're only doing that for us for the fly-in out back with the boondocking. If you want to come in and pay for the power up front, so you have water and power, you're going to go into the office right there at the gate. You're going to pay for whatever nights, but I would call them. Will, can you get their contact information posted? You have to call for the camping with water and power. You have to call them because if they book out, you're not going to get water and power. So you want to call them and tell them that you want a site for the fly-in, and they'll set you up. You'll pay them, blah, blah, blah. If you're boondocking out back, you won't have to call. I seriously doubt we're going to fill that entire area with campers. And if we do, that would be awesome too. We're going to have 47 kids a year getting scholarships. So yeah.
Yes, I'm posting it. I'm posting in the chat, the
Do we have any other questions?
website.
Yeah, any questions for anybody on the panel or anybody in the super chat to ask Never Trust the Skinny Chef Shane for his first annual 2023 Flight for Gauge fly-in down in Florida?
I will be doing, I think Friday and Saturday night, I will be doing some dinner plates. Again, once all the food cost is covered, any of the money beyond that will go towards the scholarships. I think in $10 a plate. I know in Easy Pace, I did chicken quarters, coleslaw or potato salad, and baked beans with some. It's not just plain baked beans. It's got onions, green peppers, bacon. I think I even had some leftover pork butt the night before, so I dumped it in there to add it all in. And I did that $10 a plate, and I had 2 people ask me why I was giving out so much food for such a little price, and it was good. So I'm going to stick with that, leg quarters, that meal, and the pork butt. Do pork butt sandwiches and maybe, I don't know, corn on the cob, I don't know, whatever. So we haven't quite figured out that part, but that will take one of my volunteers away from safety and everything else. So if I have enough volunteers, then yes, we will definitely be doing some cooking and trying to raise extra money for scholarships.
Excellent. So if someone wants to volunteer for this, how do they get up with you to become a volunteer?
That's a great question. I don't know.
I had another question. Will you fly me in if I volunteer?
Yeah, I'm already got, I didn't pay to fly them in, but I have Tony and Angela, both are coming in from Vegas and literally volunteering and helping out with everything. So I greatly,
Really nice.
yeah, I greatly appreciate. I have to share my cargo trailer and let them sleep in that, but I mean, golly.
I
Yeah,
wish there was a way for you to know how many people were coming. I mean, even enough just to give benefit to the food trucks you're having come out. They don't know how much food to bring if they don't know how many people's coming.
well, this year, what they're doing is they're inviting food trucks out. Next year, those food trucks are going to have to pay.
Ah, okay.
So right now they're going to do advertising for the locals. They're doing radio advertisements. They're going to do banners, all kind of stuff around this area. So again, none of that. It helps the park greatly, and it helps us because the more people that show up, that can bring revenue to the park, the more they're going to want us to come back next year.
Right.
So, and I'm telling you, I don't think honestly this year is going to be very big. It's the very first time flying. But I think once everyone that shows up flies and starts talking about it, next year is going to blow up big time. 100%. I already know. I've flown this park the first time. And after that, I mean, I brought how many times, Will, how many people did we have last time you were there that were flying?
Oh,
Eight
that
or
were
nine?
flying. Yeah, I think we had 20 total, about
Yeah.
20 total. So, yeah,
That's all word. That's all word of mouth and just this group. So you add 20 people for the next guy that says, "Hey, this place was amazing to fly." It'll just stretch out. I honestly think at one point we're going to be able to fill that back filled up.
I hope so. And, you know, like I said, the only reason why I'm not there is because I got prior obligations. But I tell you what, I am putting on the calendar right now that I'm going to be going to the second annual Flight for Gauge fly-in for sure.
Yep, I want to keep this going. Again, none of the money goes to me, not a dime. It's actually more than likely going to cost me money to do this, and I'm fine with it. I'm 100% fine with it as long as my son's name is out there. I just talked to a woman today who saw my tattoo on the inside of my arm, and she goes, "Oh, I know that guy. I remember that story." That meant more to me than anything today. You know what I mean? Like just someone remembered him, and I want to keep that his name out there.
see where they go.
All right.
Sean,
Take
I'm gonna go check the back door real quick.
excellent.
right.
We're going to take a quick break while he checks the back door. Make sure nobody's
Take toilet paper
burglarizing
with you.
him.
All right.
Make sure nobody's burglarizing him. Right? What'd you say, Steve?
I said, take toilet paper with you.
So let's go ahead and give away some stuff real quick. I know that you guys been waiting to see the spinning wheel, but we're not doing the spinning wheel. We're going to do something really interesting here. So we got a couple of prizes that we're going to be giving away. So what we want to do is we want to have you guys get ready to type something in the super chat. All right. So there's two different things that we're going to do. Obviously, you know that we're going to be doing the secret code from last week, but we also got something else that we're going to be giving away. You know, James Bevel, he's been helping out. He's been giving away a bunch of stuff, mystery boxes, stickers, mugs, cups, all sorts of cool things. So I'm going to type in start into the super chat. And what I want you guys to do is the first person after I hit start, type in James's URL to his store. Ready, go. I don't know what kind of lag we got going on right now, but the first person that types in the .com for James's store wins something. James, tell us about what we're gonna win.
It could be a little bit of anything. I could do a custom mug, which was my last mystery box. I did a custom tumbler. It could be from a mouse pad, a t-shirt, a whole stack of stickers, just a little bit of anything. I am dabbling in anything and everything. So if you can dream it, I can do it, or try anyway. So
Looks like Bonnie Franz just won. Bill H was right behind him.
Yep.
I got Bonnie friends on my end too.
All right, Bonnie, rigged. Because she's going to be over here with her husband in 2 weeks, and we got an amazing LZ for them to be practicing over here, plus a bucket, not even a trash can. I think it's going to be one of those big dumpsters. They won so much from this show that I'm going to have to bring a big dumpster just to put all their stuff in. They might have to mail back all their stuff that they won. So congratulations, Bonnie Friends, for winning the mystery gift from JBPPG. Absolutely. You notice how he took down his background? So his JBPPG wasn't on the back. So you guys knew it. So how many people knew it? Bonnie Friends knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
Bill
way,
H, Flying Flamingo Jade. There we go. Congratulations, Bonnie Franz. All right.
who is a great supporter of all the channels.
Yes.
She is all over the place
5 days till we leave for Arkansas, she just said.
on
I bet
purpose.
you're very excited.
What are they going? Are you going to train them?
Yeah, yeah.
Heck yeah.
We got 11 students right now, had a new one that's going to be out there tomorrow. And these guys are going to come with another person from Rogers, Arkansas. So yeah, we have a lot of people that are going to be hanging out at the new field.
Yeah, how are you going to do that? Because you got like 12 students now, and then you got Bonnie and who else coming? I don't know. You're going to have to get them going, Sean. You're going to be busy.
We got plenty of instructors over here, so it's no big deal.
Oh, okay.
You got a couple of visitors coming here in a couple of weeks too.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So we're gonna make our trip down to hang out with you, see what mischief we can get into or what we can help with, whatever comes first.
That sounds awesome. Can't wait. All right. So I'm going to type in the word start. The first person that types in the secret word from last week will win a FlyDragonPPG.com t-shirt from, of course, Fly Dragon PPG. Who is going to win this one?
Chance Tony.
We're bringing our Camp Chef cook stove. Ooh, good. We got a grill out there. We got a pool out there. We got 20 acres. We got a classroom.
I see Deweese with it in the chat.
Luis, all
Me
right,
too.
congratulations. If you want to go and check out her shenanigans, you go to paramotorwoman.com. So Deweese made it, and look at Bonnie, just right behind, of course, Flying Flamingo Jade, boom, right behind that. Bill H was like, I don't remember that, but I sure remember jbpvg.com. So congratulations, Deweese Milstead. Make sure you go over to flydragonppg.com, use their contact information, let them know that you won a t-shirt from ClearProp TV, PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. Runintothesky.org, and they will send you out a brand new, never used t-shirt, whatever size you want.
Congratulations.
Absolutely amazing. And there, Mark said kiting. Awesome.
Good, Mark.
Mark from ParalifePPG.com. You guys, if you don't know Mark, let me shout him out real quick. ParalifePPG.com. Go there. T-shirts are amazing. Soft.
Oh, no, he quit selling them all.
Did he really?
Yes.
When?
Whoa.
Yeah. So Mark did quit selling everything. He just has the Paralife logo.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't tell you that earlier, Sean. You gave him a shout out like a couple weeks ago, and he's like, I forgot. Probably should tell him I don't do that anymore. I was like, I know. He literally gave everything away that he had
Oh,
stock
my
left over. So
goodness.
yeah. But in fairness, they were the softest shirts. If you don't have one, you're not going to get one. But if you have one, hold on to them because they are.
Yeah. Wow. That means I have a collector's item now.
Yes, you do.
Man. I'm
Wow.
gonna put her underneath one of those, like when you used to get like dry cleaning and they give you that nice cover for it.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I just use mine to clean my rims on my truck, but that's beside the point.
I
see-
believe it.
I see Linda took off her glasses. That only means one
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
That means I got to put on my glasses so we can do a thumbnail picture.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can see everything. I should have wore these all night long. What am I doing?
Are you guys ready? Hold on.
These are my nieces. but
Two
they'll-
thumbs.
What the heck?
You ready? One, wait.
I can't with Will right now.
Okay, 1, 2.
Will's glasses. I didn't see that until Shane said something. Oh, you know what? Is that I can actually see the computer so much better.
All right, you ready? You guys ready for this?
Sure.
48 years old. Guess what I just started doing?
Command C.
Where are your glasses?
Oh, yeah. How about that? Looks sharp.
$6.50 for those babies. I can see all kind of stuff now.
Mhm.
That's really
Isn't that
cool.
great?
I got mine from the dollar store. $1. There you go.
I almost cried. I almost cried when I put those on and realized I could see. I was like, oh, I'm getting old.
I
But
did the same thing. I know I woke up one day and it was blurry and I was like rubbing my eyes and it wouldn't go away. until I put glasses. And I was like, oh, well, there's the problem.
But we're
Yeah,
talking,
yeah.
we're talking no corrective lenses, nothing, no contacts, no glasses, nothing. And then I'm like, man, what is going on? My wife's like, you need readers. I'm like, no, I don't. And then we went to the eye doctor, and I made the lady apparently uncomfortable by telling her I've never had a woman look so deep into my eyes when I had my face on the thing.
Oh, gosh.
I thought it was hilarious.
It sounds hilarious.
My wife's just sitting there shaking her head like, you're an idiot. I'm like, that was funny. And anyways,
Hilarious.
so she told me I needed readers. And then the other day we went to Walmart, and she's like, here, try these on. And I was like, whoa, those are really strong. She's like, here, try these on. And then I pulled out my bottle of juice here, which I have no idea what the writing is on it. And I read all of it when I put those glasses on. So apparently she knows what she's
Isn't it
talking
great?
about.
There you go.
I'm fine
It's,
with not.
it's great. You're hearing, see, first you can't see, and then you can't hear,
Do what?
and then you start thinking, what good am I anymore, right?
I thought about you yesterday, Shane, because we went to Costco and bought some big old thick ribeyes, and I cooked those on the grill. And I was like, man, where's my $3 freaking brisket? I want that.
So for y'all that don't know, I went to Costco. My wife's family, we were going over to their house. They love my brisket, and they're like, can you get a brisket? I was like, sure, whatever. So Friday I get off work, I run up there, and I'm going through the briskets. I'm looking for the fat cap. I'm just looking at quality of brisket. Well, the price of the brisket caught my eye of $2.31 for a almost 10-pound brisket. And I immediately in my head go, oh, Shane just got away with something. And I skipped so happily, holding this like a football, to the register. And I get there, and at Costco, you got to scan your Costco membership card first. But in my panic mode of wanting to get away with this, I scanned the brisket first, which turned the little red light on. And this little lady come bebopping on over, and she goes, you got to scan your card first. I'm like, okay, great. I got it from here. Thanks. Trying to push her away, like go. And I scan my card, and she snatches this brisket up, scans it, realized it came up $2.31, and stole my brisket and ran to the butcher or the packaging and got the price changed on it. What I should have done is paid for it. And when she brought it back, said, wait a minute, this is what I paid for. That's mine. I bought it. It's mine. But I didn't. I canceled all that and paid $32 for it. So instead of getting it for 20 cents a pound, I paid $2.99.
Hindsight.
Arr. Scan your card first, Shane. What the
Hey,
hell?
I will never make that mistake again. Oh,
I'm gonna start digging for some $2 brisket, man.
man, I'm telling you, Steve, I'm telling you right now, I literally felt like I was getting away with something. Nothing like that happens to me. Nothing. And
Right.
And
Still nothing. And still nothing.
nothing. It was even worse because I felt like that Wile E. Coyote that literally like got the Roadrunner and then realized I was just holding the bomb. Yeah, I was like, son of a gun. Oh, so yeah, that happened to me.
Were you saying something, James?
He just muted himself now.
Yeah, I thought I was on mute. All right,
Oh,
wait a second.
okay. Well, now we know all your personal business. All right. Was there any other questions for Shane from the panel or the super chat? Anything that we may have missed?
I do have something to say. If anyone has any ideas, suggestions on making this a better fly-in, ideas, I'm all for it. Like anything that, if you can put it in a chat.
Something
Contact-
that's always cool is to invite the balloonists. They're always looking for locations and new places. I know that that's kind of in the wilderness. It might be tough to get to their balloons, but
I don't know about that. I have flown around a couple of balloons. It's pretty awesome. But I don't know how they would do. The LZ in the back would be for them would be a little sketchy because there's trees on all sides.
They can launch pretty much because they can go straight up.
Right.
So it's not really that big of a deal. They can get out of trees pretty easy.
I don't know nothing about balloons other than they go up and they come back down. Outside of that, I really truly don't know much about them, but I mean, it looks cool. I actually was going to take my wife on one, and then I realized they wanted like $350 for a bottle of wine and an hour, or what was it, 40 minutes of flight? I'm like, who can drink a bottle of wine, first of all, in 40 minutes?
Also, they're great entertainment at night. Like they'll put the balloons out and then they'll blow,
Yep.
they'll put the fire and they all light up and it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, if you are boondocking out back and you do have a fire, it has to be off the ground in a container, just so you know. I just
Perfect for balloonists.
exactly. All right, Sean, what else we got? Any
Well,
questions?
There's no questions. We definitely went past the hour that we said that we're going to do. Once again, guys, the link is down below in the description. You can go over to the Facebook page. That's Flight for Gauge. It's the first annual fly-in. If you want to be a volunteer, I suppose, get up with Shane through that Facebook page. Will, are you part of this by any chance? If other people got up with you as far as wanting to be a volunteer, could you shoot them in the right direction also?
I could shoot them in the right direction. I sure could.
Okay, so if you know Will, he can help you out. Never Trust Skinny Chef Shane. If you want to be a volunteer, definitely help out. Get up with him. Let's see, what else, Shane? Was there anything else? I mean, this is your show. Whatever you want to talk about, bud.
Well, I will tell you Tuesday night, tomorrow night, we have the Paramotor Hangout talk show. It's got two really cool guys, myself and Mark McElroy, and then there's Will. Will's on there too.
I just just fill in one of the little squares.
It's really just a hangout. I mean, every week we just hang out like we do at a fly-in, and just whatever topic comes across, we do it. Sometimes we plan it, sometimes we have guests, but really it's just a laid-back format where we just hang out and just talk, and something comes across the chat, we talk about it, and then we move on to something else. If you ever sit around a campfire, especially at a fly-in, you can cover 16 topics in 30 minutes.
Isn't that the truth?
It never changed. You're talking about one thing and someone says squirrel over here, next thing you know, we're all nuts. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh, geez. Very well said. Very well, and very true.
Absolutely. And also through Run Into the Sky nonprofit, if you want to Cash App Run Into the Sky, anything that you would like to donate, we'll send that over to Never Trust Skinny Chef Shane. We definitely appreciate any donations to help him out with his first annual Flight for Gauge flying over in Florida. If there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and say goodbye to everybody.
Alrighty. See you
All right.
guys.
So if you want to make sure you go over and check out ppgshane.com. It forwards over to his YouTube page. And every Tuesday night, he has a really cool paramotor podcast, just like he said. So make sure you check that out. Wednesday night is Flying Flamingo Jade. You can find her at paramotorgirl.com. Right? Paramotor Girl? Yeah, paramotorgirl.com. And then Thursday, what's going on, Miss Linda?
Thursday night is to hang out with Robert Michaels on paraglidingtalk.com. So that's how I got my name Paramount, because Robert.
I didn't see no pom-poms tonight. I'm just saying.
At the very beginning, she did.
Oh, she did? I missed it.
Yeah, I
My bad.
did.
There
Well,
we
it's
go.
because-
Yeah, okay, I got it. Gotta
It's
get my
because we didn't
pom-poms in.
we didn't go through the introduction like we normally do. So I wasn't,
Okay.
kind of changed up
He was
tonight,
off
but
the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and
was,
if-
that was all my fault. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but
it happened.
We'll fix it.
Yep, it happens. And then if you want to be a guest on my show, just go to Facebook and it's ParamomUSA.com, and it'll take you right to my Facebook. And just PM me or whatever and just say, hey, I want to be on your show. See, I said my show. That's how I
Linda.
say
Yeah.
it.
It's
Linda.
not my
And,
show anymore. Linda
and they
took it
always-
over.
Yeah, because they'll, a lot of times if they do ask, they want to be on the show, they'll say, hey, I'd really like to be on your show. And so I'm like, okay. So,
Linda, I
yeah.
have a request. Instead of telling people to PM you, you got to tell them to slide into your DMs, which is direct message.
There you go.
For the longest time, I was like, what is DM? I always say PM for private message, DM,
It's
PM.
direct message. PM's private.
So you're trying to
It's-
tell me that direct DM is more professional than PM.
Yes, you want to tell everybody to slide into your DMs.
Slide,
No, seriously, that's what it's
Could
called.
stand for dirty mind.
slide into my DM.
Don't tell people that.
I was trying so hard to start something.
I don't know if I can even say that. I don't know, but okay.
Well, and thank you for everything you do, Linda.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I always have fun on Monday nights. We always have a good time. All the time. But thank you, chatters, for hanging with us tonight. I so appreciate every one of you because we couldn't do it without you.
Right.
And we couldn't do the show tonight without Shaney. See,
I know we missed the Shaney. And
Yeah.
if you like the Shaney, make sure you give them thumbs up on here, Joe. Thumbs up. And if you think Flying for Gage is a good flying, make sure you hit that thumbs up.
There you go. There you go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
also too, we got something going on Fridays. Scuba Steve, what's that all about?
Hey, yeah, I do a hangout show also on Fridays. It is mainly about vaping, which hopefully we can get James over there here and get him off cigarettes, and maybe he can start vaping, make his life
Please.
way better than it is right now. You won't believe the taste of food and how good your clothes smell after you stop smoking. And people will they actually will walk next to you instead of away from you once you stop smoking also. Like, oh my God, you smell like a freaking fresh cigarette. Yeah, that happens. But yeah, I do that show every Friday, 8 to 10. You can go to paramotordude.com. That'll take you straight to my YouTube channel. There you go.
I've had so much fun watching and being on Steve's show.
It is.
It's
It's fun.
yes, it's pretty good. I like it.
It's just
We look forward to
it's
that on
having
Friday.
fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
good deal.
yeah.
So make sure you go over to paramotordude.com on Fridays. James Bevel, man, he's been giving away a bunch of stuff for us and helping promote Clear Prop TV and the show and the Run to the Sky nonprofit. James, tell us a little bit about your store and how do we get to go there and what do you got? What do you have over there?
Oh, like I said, it's simple. If you go to jbppg.com, like I said, I've got shirts, tumblers, mugs. In fact, Paramom, I've got yours coming. It'll be shipped out to you here soon.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see it. Do you have it near? Do you have it close by so people can see
No,
your work?
it's not close by. My wife's got it in the other room.
Oh, okay.
Right. I gladly show it.
It's yeah. It's cool though. I mean, you showed it to me, when you made it and everything, and it's cool. I love it.
That's
Oh.
that's something I'm leaning more towards. I like doing that custom work. And so if there's anything anybody wants put on a mug or a customer, a
Yeah.
selfie shot of them, I can work something out and get that on something and get them out to them. That's something that I have really come to enjoy.
That's cool. That was really cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get it. Then when on the show, then I can, I'll have my little coffee mug or whatever, and I can show everybody, look what he does. Look what he does. He can do this for you. You can have your picture on there, whatever you want. And that's what I did. I just sent you saw it, Grandpa. I think you
Yep.
guys saw it. And then, in the chat, and it had my picture on it and my Paramount picture. And so, yeah, so cool.
All righty. Make sure you go over to jbppg.com. Check out his store. Don't forget to make a free account over there and add your mailing address because he gives away free stuff throughout the month for no reason. He just goes through his list of people that have signed up and he just goes, let me just send him out something, them out something.
I just spun my mouse around this last time and it landed on Louise. So that's why she got that random sticker that they were just talking about in the chat.
Well,
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
I forgot, Grandpa, that the stickers I sent you too. So we're gonna
Yeah.
have fun with those in the next few weeks on the show, periodically giving
Absolutely.
away.
I might have to put one on my car. You know, I never got one before, so I might have to put one on my car.
Robert, yeah, donated a few stickers, paragliding talk stickers to the show. So, yeah, so I think that's really cool.
Absolutely.
They're
Yeah,
nice.
we definitely appreciate them. We also
Yes.
got Will Fly PPG. You ever get the Just the Tips video out, or you got something new coming on, or what?
I just released the Florida cross country video, so you can check it out on YouTube. Search for Will Fly, or you can go to willflyppg.com. Always got something in the works. Maybe another paramotor tips video coming out, but I'm not gonna say when because I have no freaking out.
Hey, there's a rumor there was an Easter egg in that last video.
There was an Easter egg in it.
Can you explain to some of us who has no idea what Angela's talking about?
Okay, so an Easter egg is something that is like in a video, or it could be in any kind of media, but it's something that is not supposed to be there, just a little extra, and it's hidden. So bless her heart, her and Tony's like, she's like watched it probably 100 times trying to freaking find it. I bet you they have that video memorized.
That's the way to get more views.
Yeah, you should have put like, there's an Easter egg in this video. Then people would watch it 8 million times.
I did that last week to Angela, or the last video to Angela, and then I finally had to say, no, I'm just kidding. There's nothing there. She's the one that gave me the idea, so that's why I did it for her this time. Anyway, so I'll just go ahead and say it's at 112 in the video. You can check it out if you want, and I just saved you a ton of watching.
She sent me the picture, and I don't know.
You don't see it?
No.
Well, keep looking, brother. I mean, I can't give you more of a hint than the exact second.
I see
of the
two
video.
things at that time, but I'm not sure which part you're referring to. So
There's only one, and if you see it, and you'll know. If you have to ask,
Oh, jeez. Now I see. I'm
don't
looking
say
at a
it,
still.
don't say it.
It's a still
Don't say
picture.
it, don't say it. What part of don't say it doesn't? Anyways,
But
I
you know,
didn't say
he may have said something, but how do we go there and check that out?
you go to willflyppg.com. It'll take you right over to my videos, and it's the latest release.
And it sounds like you got to go to 1 minute and 12 seconds. So check that out. Absolutely. We also got our very own Jim from Canada with maple syrup smelling money that people wanted to smell on his trip through not only the United States, but apparently over in Mexico too. Hey, I heard about your maple syrup smelling money, sir. People are actually wanting to sniff our Jim. Well, that's awesome. So he is our official sponsor over here. He makes the ppgcalendar.com and stickers, decals, and he says checks too, but he still hasn't printed me out a check with $1 million on it yet. I'm waiting for that. Jim, tell us a little bit about your company and how do we get up with you?
Sure, yeah, I can do custom checks for you if you want them. Not very many people use them nowadays, but businesses still do on occasion. And so I can help you out with that. And then we've got all sorts of printing. You name it, we can do it. Won't print you any t-shirts, won't print you any money, won't print you any cups, but I can print you some other things. You just connect with us through carepp.com and we'll make that happen.
Excellent. I've heard that I'm worth 10% for, a couple of these companies that are out there. Jim, what's the code for PPG Grandpa and what is that all about?
Yeah, if you mention PPG Grandpa or you mention that you heard about us on this show, then we'll give you 10% off.
That's awesome. That's incredible. I think James Bevel does something like that too. James Bevel, what's the PPG Grandpa thing over on your shop?
For some reason, I don't know if I just like this grandpa or what, but he's also worth 10% with all caps PPG Grandpa on jbppg.com.
Wow, I'm actually worth 20% now. That's cool. One of these days I might be worth more. Well, you guys are absolutely amazing. Shane, thank you so much for coming on the show, buddy. It's been such a long time since you've been over here. I'm very proud of you for not only breaking away from here and making your own paramotor podcast, but now you got this very amazing fly-in that you got going on, and you're just an incredible person, funny as can be, and I'm proud to call you my friend.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm glad to call you my friend, and I agree with you. I am the funniest person I've ever met.
Absolutely. Hey, remember we did a couple of jokes and stuff on the show back in the day when you were on it. So here's the one that I had before, and I want to give away some stickers too. Okay. So the first person that can answer this, I'll give some free stickers away just for fun. If you're still here, I don't know. What did the potato chips say to the battery? What did the potato chips say to the battery? You type it in the super chat. And if you're the first person, I will definitely send out some stickers from paramotorarkansas.com, paraglidingtalk.com, runintothesky.org, and I don't know. Paraswagusa.com. I got some stickers from them too. And if you don't know it, then we're not going to say anything. We'll just.
I wore my Paraswag shirt a couple weeks ago on the show.
Or did you? Yeah, I got I Fly a Latte. I really like that shirt. They gave that to me a long time ago. I Fly a Latte. It has a big cup of latte on the back. So
I wear that shirt too. It's one of my favorite. It's got like a cool design on it with the skull. Yeah,
Mhm.
you know what I'm talking about? Really
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. Paraswag USA. What did the potato
Fly or
chip?
die, I think it said. Yeah, fly or die.
Fly or die. Yep. Oh, we only have 16 people out there plus us, so there's only like 2 people out there.
Deweese has an answer for you.
Oh yeah. So does Greg.
There you go.
Thank
There
you.
you go, Deweese. You got it. Yep, you got it. I'm Frito-Lay if you're ever ready.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
like Greg's.
Yeah, right. I got assaulted and battery.
All right.
Oh, boy.
All right, Deweese, gonna have to send you out some more stuff. I'm gonna have to send a bucket of stuff to her too. It must be rigged or something. See the spinning wheel, it's rigged. She's always winning, right? All right, guys, thank you so much.
Lovely.
What will be our code word for next week?
Oh, fly it for Gage.
There you go.
Boom.
There you go.
That only cost me $72, just so you know.
Scan your card first next time.
Yeah, right. Oh,
All right. Also, too, guys, like I said, if you want to donate to help Shane with his Flight for Gage, just Cash App Run Into the Sky. That's our nonprofit organization. 100% of the money that you donate goes directly to either Shane or to wherever he wants us to send it to.
am I supposed to say something?
No,
I was like,
it's just
that
that was a dramatic pause.
well,
At least you didn't walk away, for
Drop the mic. I'm gone.
yeah, I'm out.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you tune in next week to our show here if you want to. I suppose. Clearproptv.com, or you can search your favorite podcasting app for PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. Tomorrow, definitely check out Shane and the gang over there by going to ppgshane.com and listen to the Paramotor Hangouts without any. What's your catch line? No filter?
No filter.
No filter. So must be 18 to enter.
Mhm.
Well,
really
it's, no,
say you are.
it's no filter. We try not to drop any curse words, but sometimes it doesn't work out too well.
Yeah, they're trying to keep it PPG rated.
Trying.
And then on Wednesday, you got Paramotor Girl with Flying Flamingo Jade. Thursday with paraglidingtalk.com. Then on Friday, Scuba Steve's vaping / paramotor over at paramotordude.com. How do I remember all these .coms? What the hell's wrong with me?
Because you kind of did a lot of them.
That's it.
If you got anything that you want printed, go over to carepp.com, or if you want to watch this crazy shenanigans, go to careppg.com. Make sure you check out Will Flies over at willflyppg.com, and of course James Bevel at jbppg.com. There's a lot of .coms.
Indeed.
A lot of .com.
Well, you know, Tony, filters don't always catch everything. I'm just saying. Stuff does get past them.
Yep.
Just a little bit here and there. All right. Never trust the skinny chef Shane, buddy. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everything you do. I hope this is the coolest and most amazing fly-in that is better than Bad Apples.
Well, I'm not looking for it to be as good as Bad Apples, but right up there would be great.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Sounds awesome.
All right. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Blue skies. Stopping the live stream. Okay, so now we're in that last bit of the audio. If you're still listening to us, this is your secret 1 or 2 minutes that you get. James, did you want to give away something else on the secret back end mystery gift at the back end, James Bevel?
Oh, no, I can try it again. Like I
All
said,
right.
I've got nothing from it yet, so we'll keep trying till we get something.
Okay, so if you're still listening on your favorite podcasting app under PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, James Bevel, he runs jbppg.com. What would you like to give away? A mystery box, yes?
Yep, I'll keep going with a mystery box for it.
Okay, what do they need to do to be able to win this mystery box?
They need to head over to jbppg.com, make that free account, and then send me a message saying mystery box at 309-255-8936, and then I will send them a mystery.
Ooh, mystery. Love it. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, clearproptv.com and paratalk.org. We'll catch you next week right here. Same bad time, same bad channel.